America. To me, that Remagen Bridge was the most beautiful bridge in the world.
Third Reich was being carved up like a Christmas turkey.
The Ludendorff Bridge across the Rhine at Remagen. For 10 days it withstands aerial attacks and constant artillery fire while First Army troops exploit the initial breaching of the Rhine River line.
Capture of the Remagen Bridge was of the utmost significance to the future operations.
In March 1945, the end of World War II was in sight. The Allies were advancing across Europe after defeating Germany's Hail Mary offensive in the Ardennes, and only one true obstacle remained: the Rhine River. Throughout the war, the Allies had targeted bridges crossing the Rhine, seeking to hamper Germany's supply lines. Now, as German forces retreated to defend the heartland, bridges were being destroyed to slow the Allied advance. The Allies planned to secure the west bank of the Rhine and then build temporary bridges. The U.S. First Army sent units, including the 9th Armored Division, south to clear out remaining German defenses. German command was in disarray, and zones of responsibility continually changed, often so fast that incoming leaders could not be properly briefed. German units were undermanned and undersupplied following their defeat at the Battle of the Bulge. In the afternoon on March 7th, an advanced task force arrived on the outskirts of Remagen and found, to everyone's surprise, the Ludendorff Bridge still standing. Brigadier General William M. Hoge understood the opportunity and immediately gave the order to seize the bridge, disregarding his orders to continue south.
I told him to shove troops across and secure the bridgehead, taking whatever troops across were necessary.
As U.S. troops entered Remagen, the Germans attempted to blow the crossing, but many charges failed to detonate, damaging but not destroying the bridge. Infantry crossed the bridge through heavy enemy fire and artillery, not knowing if more charges would be detonated, and established a bridgehead on the east bank. Armor followed to support, not knowing if the bridge could handle their weight. It did.
It was not known if the strength of the bridge was sufficient to hold a tank, but the infantry needed armored support on the other side.
Engineers went to work repairing and maintaining the bridge, and U.S. forces began crossing to support and expand the bridgehead.
Armor is raced across the new link as the Remagen bridgehead begins expanding into a wide front.
There was a constant stream of American troops from the west bank to the east bank of the river.
Allied Commander Dwight D. Eisenhower redirected several divisions to Remagen to take advantage of the surprise crossing.
All of the American troops within miles around converged on the bridgehead, and within 24 hours, 8,000 American soldiers had crossed the Remagen Bridge.
German artillery deployed on the hills to the east was able to continuously hammer the bridge in Allied positions.
The enemy would have quite an advantage overlooking our position.
The troops on the east side of the Rhine were in grave danger. If the bridge was destroyed, they would be cut off from support with nowhere to go. Engineers worked tirelessly under constant enemy fire to build additional bridges.
Under heavy enemy fire, combat engineers out on the incompleted span dash back to shore.
Hitler was hopping mad when the news of Remagen reached Berlin.
A desperate Hitler demanded his beleaguered generals destroy the Ludendorff Bridge at all costs, and executed the officers he held responsible for failing to destroy it. Over the next 10 days, Germany would throw everything they had into putting a stop to the thousands of American troops crossing the Rhine. 11 German divisions attacked the bridgehead.
Fortunately for us, those were divisions that had been fighting in the Bulge and the Ardennes and were very much reduced in strength and effectiveness.
And they failed to slow the Allied advance. Germany's Luftwaffe made mad air raids, flying into hundreds of anti-air batteries prepared to obliterate anything in the sky.
There was constantly periods where enemy aircraft was coming in, strafing the bridge, dropping bombs, trying to knock this bridge out.
Few aircraft returned. Hundreds of German artillery pieces, aided by a forward observer lurking in Remagen, were able to pound the bridge and the approachway with deadly precision. Hitler even called in his special weapon, the V-2 rocket. to no effect. When German Special Operations frogmen attempted to swim down the river, the Allies revealed their own secret weapon, high-powered searchlights mounted on tanks, which spotted the swimmers, thwarting their plans. These diverse attacks did not stop, but U.S. troops continued crossing the Rhine until March 17th, when the Ludendorff Bridge finally collapsed.
Weakened by the cumulative damage, the Ludendorff collapses on 17th March while about 300 engineer troops are working on it. Many of them are hurled into the swift icy water or crushed by the falling structure.
28 soldiers working on the bridge were killed. Several U.S. divisions were able to cross, allowing them to drive deeper into Germany as more Allied forces attacked from other directions. The success in Remagen likely shortened the war by several months, saving countless lives. Sergeant Alexander A. Dravik, the first U.S. soldier to cross the bridge, and First Lieutenant Carl Timmerman, who led the first charge, received the Distinguished Service Cross for their actions.